No matter what other fighter exists, you are who they look up to. You've made it your mission to protect kids. What do you have to say to the kids watching your fight tonight?
You know, that is something that means the world to me. You know, kids are the most innocent things in the world, you know. And that's just always, I've made it a statement to protect the children. You see all that's going on in the world. I don't want to bring in too much negativity right now, but that right there is a precedent where we really have to protect children. They don't have a voice, and the stories that I hear are very hurtful, and I don't want that to happen to nobody. So I'm always going to stand on that. I'll always speak my mind and let people call me crazy and whatever they say, but you seen what came out. I don't got to say nothing. Now who's crazy, right? It's kind of like, that's right, you know. But through that moment, you know, I lost myself, you know, trying to fight for something, and I lost my mind to it, you know, because I was screaming it out loud, no, they're doing this, and I felt attacked for saying the things I did, and I felt a lot of spiritual attacks, and I lost it, you know. But God had a plan for me and brought me back and restored me, and that's all I could say about that.
Ryan, congratulations to the Conte Best Women's Boxing Show, period. What a massive win. Now you're feeling this surreal moment. What would you tell your 8-year-old self?
Man, this whole camp I was playing, well, not this whole camp, but towards the end, I was playing this song called Open the Eyes of My Heart, Lord. And I remember when I was a little kid worshiping, and it just like flooded all the moments when I was 7, 8 years old with my dad going to tournaments. You know Tom Taylor, the ref? He was my first tournament ref for the championship. Wow. It's crazy, right? And I told him, I said, I went up to him, I said, you got to watch my fight, watch what I do. And I won the tournament, Junior Olympics, right?
You also said, my name is Ryan.
Oh yeah, when I introduced myself to Tom Taylor in the amateur, I said, my name is Ryan Garcia, and you better watch me fight. So it's kind of surreal that it all came full circle. Tom Taylor is my ref when I won the first championship in my professional career.
And a follow-up to your father, Henry, congratulations. What does this moment mean? Because this is a massive moment between father and son, and for him to dedicate this fight to you.
Well,
Oh, one thing, well, let me say something real quick. I want to thank Golden Boy Promotions. I know people like to put us together as beef. I guess it sells, but, you know, I don't hold grudges, and I always want to keep positivity, and I just want to say thank you for all that you've done in my career. And I appreciate you.
all right. So, well, the answer to your question is, yeah, I know he did it for me, but I told him before, we had dinner last night, and I said, you know what, Ryan? I said, I appreciate that. I said, but you know what? You've already won for me. I said, you've won all these tournaments. You've won all these, you know, fights, professional fights. I said, I've had to humble myself as a father, so I let other trainers train him. What father does that when he's undefeated? But the main thing I said, you know what? Do it for yourself. Because I know if anybody knows my son, it's me. And I know how hard he works. So for all those people that were criticizing him and hating on him, it gives me so much satisfaction. Because they don't know him. No, I mean, I'm serious. They don't know my son. I know my son, okay? And every father should know their son like I do.